Hey 5th grade, it's Mrs. Kiyoko with your flipped math lesson for today, 3-7. Today's objective is I can multiply two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers. Here's our first problem. Sammy's car wash had 38 customers. Each car wash cost $12. How much money did the car wash earn? My important information here is that they had 38 customers. Each car wash also cost $12. It's asking me how much money did the car wash earn. I know that I'm going to have to take these 38 customers at $12 for each customer. Means I'm going to need to multiply between them. So that's what I'm about to do. 38 times $12. Now, I know how to use the algorithm over here, but I'm going to show you also how I can use an array down here to show you 38 times 12. I'm going to use the distributive property just like I did in the last few lessons by breaking down both of these numbers into expanded form. So I've got 38, which is 30 plus 8, and 12, which is 10 plus 2. I'm going to put one of these numbers at the top of the box, one number at the bottom of the box. So I think I'll start with 38 here at the top, which is 30 plus 8. And then on the side, I'm going to put 12, which is my 10 plus 2. Now I'm going to multiply these numbers together. So 10 times 30 is going to be the first number I multiply. 10 times 30 is 300. Then I'm going to multiply the 10 times the 8. Okay, so I multiply. It's kind of like when you do a grid, or like a multiplication grid, or any type of grid where you are finding like what goes in these spots. You start with the top number and you go down, and the number on the side and go over. Okay, so for down here, it's going to be this top number and then the side number. Okay, so let me get rid of all this messy stuff. So now I'm going to multiply 10 times 8, and I get 80. So now I'm going to multiply the numbers that go in this box. It's going to be the number on the top times the number on the side. So 30 times 2 is 60. Now in this box, I'm multiplying this number on top times the number on the side, so 8 times 2 is going to be 16. So now I have my partial products, 300 plus 80 plus 60 plus 16. And I can add them all up. So 0 plus 6 is 6. 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 1 more is 15. Carry the 1, and then 1 plus 3 is 4. So 456 should be my total. Okay, so that's how I can use an array to multiply. Now I'm going to use an algorithm to do the same problem and find the same answer, 456, but using the regular algorithm. So, using an algorithm to multiply, I'm not sure if that's spelled right, but I'll be okay with it. Step 1, multiply the bottom numbers with the top. Start with the digit in the ones place. So, 38 times 12. It's just like when we multiplied 38 times 2. I'm going to multiply the number that's in the ones place in the bottom. I'm going to multiply that times 8, and then I'm going to multiply the 2 times the 3. Okay, it's the exact same thing if I have a digit in the tens place also. I still start with the ones place. I multiply times the 8. And then I'm going to multiply times the 3. So 2 times 8 is 16. Put down the 6 and carry the 1. Then I multiply 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. Okay, so that was step 1. Multiply the digit in the ones place. Next step. Multiply the tens. Put a 0 as the placeholder. Okay, so I'm going to multiply the digit in the tens place, which is the 1. Okay, we did the 2 already. It's done. Now I'm going to multiply the 1. Before I can multiply the 1, I'm going to put a placeholder down here where I'm going to put my product, my partial product. The reason I have to put that 0 is because my 1 is in the tens place. Since it's in the tens place, the product has to start in the tens place also. It can't start in the tens place unless we put a placeholder there, and our placeholder, it will always be 0. Okay, so that's the reason why, if you ask your parents why they put a 0 there, they probably won't have any idea. But now you have an idea that because this digit is in the tens place, you have to start your answer in the tens place also. Okay? Let me get rid of all this mess. Okay, so we did that one. Now we're going to do the tens place. I put my placeholder there so my answer starts in the tens place also. So now my digit in the tens place is going to do the exact same thing that the 2 did. It's going to start multiplying it. We always multiply from right to left. Okay, we start from right to left. Start with the ones place, then the tens place, then the hundreds place. So 1 times 8 is 8, and then 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, now we're ready for our next step. Step number 3, add the partial products together. Okay, so this is the partial product of the 2. This is the partial product of the 1. There are 2 partial products. We're going to add them together to get the entire product, which is the answer to a multiplication problem. Now add them together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry the 1, and 1 plus 3 is 4. 456 is our answer, just like when we did it using an array. All right, we're going to find the amount, find the product. We're going to estimate to check for reasonableness, making sure that our answers are close to what they should be. So first we have 72 times 16. I have rounded 72 to 70 and 16 to 20. 70 times 20 is 1400. I know because 2 times 7 is 14, and then I just tacked on those zeros. I did it in my head. I didn't have to multiply anything out. Now I'm ready to multiply 72 times 16, so I'm going to start with the 6. I'm going to multiply it times the 2. Then I'm going to multiply it times the 7. Remember, I go this way across. Okay? So 6 times 2 is my first part. 6 times 2 is 12. I carry the 1. Now I'm going to do 6 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 1 more is 43. So I write that down. Okay, next I'm going to multiply the 1 times the 2. Remember, going across this way. 1 times 2 is 2, but before I can write my answer, down underneath I have to have a placeholder because that 1 is in the tens place. See? Right underneath it. So I have to put my placeholder there. So 1 times 2 is 2, and now I can write it down there. And then 1 times 7 is 7. Add those together, and 2 plus 0 is 2, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 4 plus 7 is 11. So there is my final answer, 1,152. My estimated answer was 1,400. That's not too far off. So I think I did a good job. Number next. 84 times 21. I rounded 84 to 80, 21 to 20. Multiplied 2 times 8 to get 16, and then annex those zeros to get 1,600. Now I'm ready to multiply. I'm going to do 1 times 4, and then 1 times 8. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 8 is 8. Now I'm going to multiply the tens place, 2 times 4, then I'm going to multiply 2 times 8. Before I can do that, I have to put a placeholder here, so my answer will start in the tens place, just like the 2 is in the tens place. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. Now I'm ready to add them all together. 4 plus 0 is 4. 8 plus 8 is 16. I carry the 1, and 1 plus 6 is 7. Then I have just 1 in the thousands place. 1,764 is my answer. Next, I've got 25 times 13. I kept the 25 the same, and I rounded that 13 down to 10. And my estimated answer is about 250. So now I'm ready to multiply. I'm going to multiply 3 times 5. Then I will multiply 3 times 2. So first, 3 times 5 is 15. Put down the 5 and carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. Now I'm ready to multiply 1 times 5, then I will multiply 1 times 2. But before I can do that, I need to make sure my answer will start here in the tens place, because this is in the tens place. So I put my placeholder there, my 0. Now I'm ready to multiply. 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 2 is 2. I add them up. 5 plus 0 is 5, 7 plus 5 is 12. Put down the 2, carry the 1, and now I have 1 plus 2 is 3. 325, not too far from 250. Okay, I'm going to skip this one, and now it's your turn. Okay, so you're going to estimate, then solve the problem. Okay, and see how you do. Okay, when I estimated, I changed 44 to 40, 23 to 20, multiplied them together to get 800. Then I did my multiplication, multiplying the 3's first. Then I went back and multiplied the digit in the tens place, so I multiplied the 2 next, making sure to put my placeholder here, add it all up, and I get 1,012, which is not very far from 800. Number 2, 89 times 11. Go for it. Okay, first I rounded 89 to 90, and then 11 to 10, multiplied those together to get 900. Then I multiplied the number in the ones place, and got 89. Then I multiplied the number in the tens place, and got 890. Add those two partial products together, and then I got 979 total. That is very close to my answer of 900. So I must be close. Number 3, 67 and 57. Multiply those together. Okay, I changed 67 to 70, 57 to 60. Multiplied this together and got 4,200. Then I multiplied, starting with the digit in the ones place, and got the partial product 469. Then I multiplied the digit in the tens place, and using my placeholder, got 3,350. Added those together and got the final answer of 3,819, which is close to 4,200. Number 4, 45 times 16. Okay, I rounded 45 up to 50. 16 I rounded to 20, and then I got the answer of 1,000 as my estimate. Now I'm ready to actually multiply. I multiplied the digit in the ones place first and got 270. Then I multiplied the digit in the tens place, and I got 450. I added those together to get 720 as my final answer, which is pretty close to 1,000. Okay, 5th grade, you are finished for today. Have a great day.